Hello, good evening, the world. The title of this talk is Justice Olukayode Aruola, Chief Justice of Nigeria, has been indicted judicially by a colleague. While delivering his retirement speech last Friday, a Justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Mohammed Dattijo, made the following sandwich statement on the CGN. Number one, Aruola is not consultative. He is nepotic and despotic. He is a schemer, selfish, greedy. He lacks disclosure on how he handles finances. He is seclusive and secretive. He deliberately refused to replace the 10 vacancies for the purpose of playing a game. The case of Senator Ahmed Lawal and Akpabio have eroded public confidence on the Supreme Court. There is a declining confidence of the Supreme Court based on certain contradictory pronouncements. If these indictments had come from outside the Supreme Court, the story could have been different. But that it came from within the Supreme Court means one big thing, that Nigeria is in a big problem. The Supreme Court have lost focus. This is the summary of Justice Mohammed Dattijo's valedictory session message to the justices, to Nigerians, and by extension the whole world. What else will somebody say? Here is an outsider indicting the Supreme Court with contradictory pronouncements. The way and the manner they smuggled, they imposed Ahmed Lawal, imposed Akpabio as senators, even though they have not contested for the post of the senator, even though they have not filled in the form in INEC to become senators, even though they did not contest, they did not canvass for votes as senators, they were busy planning to become presidents. Yet, the Supreme Court, in a most bewildered judgment, strange judgment, insultive that qualifies for the Guinness Book of Record, made Ahmed Lawal a senator and made Akpabio a senator, even though they were not in the race. If this is the Supreme Court of gentlemen, we need to begin to define a new definition of who a gentleman is. If this is the Supreme Court of elders, we need to begin to find out a new definition of elders. And if this is the Supreme Court of the last hope of the common man should know that his last hope is not in the Supreme Court. His last hope is God Almighty. We shall pray, whatever Aruola sow, let him reap. Good for good, evil for evil, treachery for treachery, and nepotism for nepotism, despotism for despotism, light for light, darkness for darkness. This is where we will stop, and we will be looking forward to God, the balanced God, the just God, the fair God, the omnipresent God, to intervene at his own time, at his own speed, without anybody's prompting, so that he can confirm that he is a just God that despises injustice, inequity, and irresponsibility.